Hyrox. Hyrox is a standardized fitness race format that combines running with functional workout stations in a fixed sequence. Founded in 2017, the race follows an identical structure worldwide. Athletes complete 8 rounds of 1 kilometer running followed by a workout station for a total of 8 kilometers and 8 exercises. The stations proceed in the same order at every event: ski erg, sled push, sled pull, burpee broad jumps, rowing, farmer's carry, sandbag lunges, and wall balls. Unlike CrossFit, which emphasizes constantly varied workouts with technical Olympic lifts performed in short, intense bursts, Hyrox is predictable and requires no advanced technical skills. The exercises are functional movements that anyone can learn, but the challenge lies in sustaining effort over 60 to 90 minutes while managing fatigue. Weights vary by division. Men in the open category push 152 kilogram sleds, while women push 102 kilograms. The sport has exploded in popularity, with over 650,000 athletes competing across 83 global events by 2025. Training for Hyrox emphasizes aerobic endurance, the ability to run efficiently while fatigued from workout stations, and building muscular endurance for repetitive movements under fatigue. The standardized format allows athletes to compare times globally and track progress across races, giving recreational fitness enthusiasts a measurable competitive goal. One downside is that course variability, different venues, sled surfaces, and environmental conditions can make direct time comparisons imperfect, and the entry fees can be expensive, often reaching $200 or more per participant. CrossFit. CrossFit is a high-intensity fitness regimen that combines elements of Olympic weightlifting, powerlifting, gymnastics, and cardio into constantly varied workouts. The philosophy behind CrossFit is to avoid specialization and instead develop broad fitness across multiple domains: strength, endurance, flexibility, power, speed, coordination, agility, balance, and accuracy. Workouts, known as WODs, change daily and are structured in formats like AMRAP, EMOM, and for time, where athletes race to complete a prescribed set of exercises as quickly as possible. These workouts typically last between 5 and 20 minutes and are performed at maximum intensity. CrossFit has grown into a global competitive sport, with the CrossFit Games serving as the ultimate test of fitness, where elite athletes compete in grueling, unknown workouts that can include anything from heavy Olympic lifts to long-distance runs. Training for CrossFit requires proficiency in technical movements like the snatch, clean and jerk, muscle-ups, and handstand push-ups, along with strong cardiovascular conditioning. The emphasis on intensity and variety is what sets CrossFit apart from other fitness disciplines, but it can sometimes lead to injuries if technique is compromised in favor of speed or if athletes push beyond their skill level without proper progression. Climbing. Climbing is a sport that involves ascending vertical surfaces, either natural rock formations or artificial walls, using a combination of strength, technique, balance, and problem solving. Competitive climbing is divided into 3 distinct disciplines: bouldering, lead climbing, and speed climbing. Bouldering focuses on short, powerful climbs on walls up to 4 meters high without ropes, where athletes attempt to complete challenging sequences of 5 to 10 moves within a time limit. Lead climbing involves longer routes up to 15 meters, where climbers are secured by a rope and must clip into protection points as they ascend, testing endurance and route reading ability over several minutes. Speed climbing is a race format where athletes compete head-to-head on a standardized 15-meter wall, with elite climbers finishing in under 5 seconds. Climbing develops far greater finger and grip strength than non-climbers due to the constant demand on forearm muscles and finger tendons. Training includes hangboard exercises, campus board work for explosive power, and extensive time on the wall to develop technique and body awareness. The sport also has a strong mental component, requiring focus, spatial reasoning, and the ability to visualize sequences before executing them. Climbing carries injury risks, particularly to the fingers and shoulders, with A2 pulley strains being the most common climbing-specific injury, often occurring during dynamic moves or when feet slip unexpectedly. Arm wrestling. Arm wrestling is a competitive strength sport that tests the ability to pin an opponent's hand to a pad using technique, leverage, and specialized muscle strength. While often seen as a casual bar activity, competitive arm wrestling is a legitimate sport with governing bodies like the World Arm Wrestling Federation, weight classes, and professional circuits offering substantial prize money at top events. The sport relies on 3 primary techniques: the hook, which involves curling the wrist inward and using bicep strength to pull the opponent's hand toward you; the top roll, which applies downward wrist pressure while pulling back to open the opponent's grip; and the press, which uses body weight and triceps and shoulder strength to drive the opponent's hand down. Success in arm wrestling depends heavily on forearm and wrist strength, particularly the brachioradialis, wrist flexors, and pronator teres muscles, along with grip strength and tendon conditioning. Training emphasizes isometric holds, wrist flexion exercises, and table time to develop sport-specific strength and technique. Arm wrestling carries significant injury risks, particularly spiral fractures of the humerus, which occur when athletes lose proper positioning and their elbow drifts outside the shoulder line. Proper technique and progressive training are essential to minimize injury risk. Plyometrics. Plyometrics is a training method designed to increase explosive power by engaging fast-twitch muscle fibers. It involves exercises like jump squats, box jumps, and bounding, all of which focus on improving speed, power, and agility. Plyometrics is commonly used by athletes in sports that require quick, powerful movements, such as basketball, football, and track and field. The key to plyometric training is generating maximum force in a short amount of time. While it helps improve overall athletic performance, plyometrics can be taxing on the joints, so it's important to have a solid foundation of strength and conditioning before incorporating it into training. Aerobics. Aerobics is a form of cardiovascular exercise that involves choreographed rhythmic movements performed to music. The term was coined by Dr. Kenneth H. Cooper in 1968, whose research established the scientific foundation for aerobic conditioning and its benefits for heart health. Movements include jumping jacks, high knees, and arm patterns, all synchronized to music. What distinguishes aerobics from general cardio like running or cycling is the combination of choreography, music coordination, and group dynamics, which add a cognitive and social element to the workout. The discipline gained mainstream popularity in the 1980s, largely due to Jane Fonda's workout videos. Since then, aerobics has evolved into various forms, including step aerobics, dance-based programs like Zumba, and high-intensity interval formats. Aerobics develops cardiovascular endurance, muscular stamina, coordination, and remains popular due to its accessibility, the mental health benefits of group exercise, and the motivating effect of music-driven movement. Yoga. Yoga is a mind-body practice that combines physical postures, breathing exercises, and meditation to improve flexibility, strength, and mental well-being. It emphasizes controlled movements and deep stretching to enhance the range of motion in joints and muscles. There are many styles of yoga, from the physically demanding vinyasa and ashtanga to the more meditative hatha and yin yoga. Yoga is known for its calming effect on the mind, promoting relaxation and mindfulness. It also helps improve posture, balance, and core strength, making it a complementary practice for athletes in almost every discipline. Despite its emphasis on flexibility, yoga also builds strength, particularly in the core and stabilizer muscles. Pilates. Pilates is a low-impact exercise system that focuses on strengthening muscles while improving postural alignment and flexibility. It targets the core muscles, but exercises also work on the entire body, incorporating both strength and flexibility. Pilates was initially developed as rehabilitation for injured soldiers, and it's still used by physical therapists to this day for injury prevention and recovery. It emphasizes controlled, precise movements and deep breathing. Pilates can be performed on a mat or using special equipment, such as the reformer, which uses springs and pulleys to add resistance. The discipline helps improve overall body awareness, balance, and coordination.